So I think at the end of the day, you could talk about the atoms whizzing by, we can talk about the different ways that we think we've proven our God. But again, there's been no progress made on this conversation in the thousands of years that people have debated religion. I think that one of the fatal flaws, again, of religious people is that they stand on, or they think they stand on firmer ground than they actually do. You say that we're not talking about Muslims, we're just talking about Islam. Different people have different interpretations of what Islam means. Some people might think that marriage is between one man and a woman who want to spend the rest of their life together. Other people might believe that marriage is a thing that you solicit to a woman to engage in sex with her and then leave her immediately after. Other people have different views on that. It just depends on how you live your life. The great thing about liberal societies is you're able to practice all of these things however you want in a way that won't involve you getting executed for it. When it comes to deciding, whether a society can have a secular foundation, you can have this conversation of, well, philosophically, you can't connect A to B and B to C and C to D and everything else, but somehow secular societies seem to exist. It's also funny to try to tie liberalism together in with this concept of imperialism when people have been doing imperialism far before the concept of liberalism even existed. I seem to remember caliphates spreading across huge portions of the world, and they didn't need any liberalism to do that. They seem to do that just fine along with Islam. Islam has specific categories of people that aren't part of the main body of the Muslim population. So this idea that you can't have marginalized people in any type of system, I think is a bit silly. The idea that Islam provides some special protection or some special way to run a society that would be superior in terms of producing better outcomes for the people involved, where are those countries? That would be my big question. If we were to argue about the successes of liberalism, I could point to Muslims existing in a liberal country today with the ability to argue for their Muslim countries. How many Muslim countries can I go to and find liberals arguing the same thing? I think that the idea of free speech, open debate, the ability to own private property, to start a business you want, and to practice whatever religion you want, I think is a special thing that liberal societies have created. And I challenged the opposing speaker to tell me, what are these model Arab societies, what are these model Muslim societies, what are these modern Islamic societies, or these model Islamic societies that you would want us to look more like than any of the countries in the West that you found appropriate to live in?